What's up, YouTube? This is JP Panther back on video. In today's video is actually my thoughts about the Eternals trailer. Again, I know I'm kind of late with this; it's like 2 days late. Again, and also I'm gonna do the manga chapters as well, so I'm gonna do that as well. And I know I have a lot of stuff to do, so that's why I was very busy. I had other stuff to take care of, so that's why I'm just kind of get these videos out as quick as possible. But I'm going to give you my quick thoughts about the Eternals. Again, this is not going to be a very long video. Again, I know a lot of people already had their reactions and stuff like that. Kind of late with this, but I guess it is what it is, right? Life hits you hard differently, But again, I'm going to give you my thoughts about Eternals. I'm going to give you honest. I'm not going to BS you. Again, I know all these other YouTubers are trying to be shills and trying to defend it. Honestly, with this trailer, it was boring. It was very underwhelming. It's not horrible, don't get it wrong. A lot of people are like, oh, this is the greatest trailer since Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War. My personal opinion about the Eternals is that you should have dropped this during last year in 2020 when we had the pandemic and people were dying and dropping dead like flies and being locked up in their house. You should have done the whole, instead of doing Mulan, they should have done this. You feel me? Because it would have got people excited. You would have probably got some money. It would have been a good Disney Plus exclusive, and some people want to go see it in the theater, they could go see it in the theater. But honestly, the Eternals was very underwhelming, and this is supposed to be your Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, they just seem boring, they seem hollow. It's just like, oh, we're part of this powerful society, and it's supposed to be Greek mythology and all this other garbage and stuff like that. And it just seemed to me like you got to show me action, stuff like that. This just seems like a generic sci-fi TV show. That's just what it looks like. And again, they're like, oh, well, we are these powerful beings, and we have never interfered until now. And to me, this is just a prequel before 4,000 or 5,000 years, probably before Iron Man. And I know about Galactus and baby Thanos, well, Athena's Thanos' cousin and stuff like that. But they should have dropped some fire, man. Like, you don't just drop some garbage like this. And again, I did see some things where they're like, oh, it was like 77 million people watched it in the first 24 hours or something like that. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And they were like, oh, pandemic era. What do you mean pandemic era? This should have gotten people hype. You're telling me you have My Hero Academia. If you don't know about My Hero Academia, the newest volume just came out, I guess, on certain bookstores and stuff like that. Or coming this week and stuff like that. Volume 28. You're telling me everything that Shigaraki is pretty much what Thanos should have been in the movies. You feel me? Like, Shigaraki is what Thanos should have been. And they should have gave you a Shigaraki. They should have gave you a Thanos. They should have gave you something much more exciting to get you excited. And to me, the Eternals just seem really boring and hollow, in my personal opinion. And there's nothing really more you can say about it. Again, it could get good. Don't get it wrong. I mean, what they're showing us is very underwhelming. But, like, the way you guys treat these other white characters like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Star-Lord, why can't you make the Eternals as badass and cool as them? If you're talking all this diversity crap, whatever, why don't you make them cool and badass like the white male characters, you feel me? Make them as cool and badass as Spider-Man. Make them cool like Doctor Strange. Make them cool. I mean, Ant-Man was more interesting in this. And I'm not going to be the whole guy where it's like, oh, well, diversity and representation, stuff like that. Listen, man, that is like icing on a cake. You need to give me some action, explosions, fire, badass stuff. And there's a couple of Marvel shills and Marvel hoes are trying to defend this, being like, oh, it's the greatest cinematic thing ever. No, it's not. They look hollow as hell. Salma Hayek, they make her less sexy in this whole entire trailer. I'm just telling you what it is. You know what I mean? How do you make Salma Hayek less sexy? I mean, it's unbelievable. And less hot. And Angelina Jolie is like, man, she's, she's like whatever, man. Like, Angelina Jolie, she's not like a mega superstar like that. They know who she is, but she doesn't have the same draw. I mean, like, Magnificent 2 flopped before COVID. I mean, it was around like November 2019 or October, I forget the exact date, but still, Magnificent flopped. So you can't even use the whole superstar crap no more, or the celebrity, I guess, sell like that. The TMZ's celebrity sell you could do before. But again, the Eternals, a lot of YouTubers are bashing it, obviously. I just feel personally that anime and manga is going to take over. And I just went to a Barnes & Noble store a while back, and right now they're getting rid of the graphic novel sections and probably pushing manga and stuff like that. And it shows you that you have these big budget movies like Eternals and, these, Marvel TV shows like WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier, and you're not convincing the general public to buy the books. But when you drop a Demon Slayer movie, and mind you, Demon Slayer's only been around for like 5 years, whatever, a very, very short amount of time. These characters have been around for decades, and you're telling me as soon as they drop a Demon Slayer movie and people are buying the manga, and the newest volume came out, like volume 22, are buying it like it's crack cocaine. So don't tell me y'all can't do that with the superhero movies and a TV show. That's just something I have to put out there. And with the Eternals, hopefully it's good. Very underwhelming. My Villain Academia is going to take over, especially after especially when Loki comes out. That's going to be a whole nother thing. But if you're allowing the Japanese to take over, and you're allowing a Japanese cartoon and a comic book to take over $1 billion movie franchise, and the Eternals should come out with some action explosions, not just almost underwhelming generic sci-fi garbage. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about the Eternals. I gave you my thoughts. I thought it was underwhelming. I thought it was boring. Again, it could be good, but we will have to see more. And I'm not going to make 1,000 videos about Eternals because all these other people are just making clickbaity Eternal videos on YouTube and stuff like that. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you think. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care. And make sure y'all stay safe.